Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. And today we're going to be reacting to By the River from Aesop Rock. This is another single off of It's, which is coming up soon. I believe in November, maybe it's dropping. But without any further ado, let's get right into this. I am super excited to see what Aesop has to say, see what By the River is all about, and see what this progression further into It's looks like. Let's get it. Okay. Interesting. Huh. That's an interesting choice to put that clip right there at the beginning. Good try. Good try. Y'all are gonna have to let me know. Is that some like old skate footage of Ace like years ago, or what's the deal with that? If you guys got any ideas.
I like rivers.
Very interesting beginning here. Kind of like from Mindful Solutionism, one of the short scenes we had in it. It seems like it's brought back, and maybe this will be more the constant for the video, but having it look like it's a news story. You know, the effect of like the VHS tape. Actually, I love the way that overlay looks now that I'm really looking at it. But yeah, the VHS tape type overlay looks fantastic. Having the bar running along the bottom with, the news and the headlines, whatever it is passing by, and the title of the album kind of looking like it's the name of the network right there. It works really well. Interesting, like syncopation on the instrumental coming in at the beginning. But let's see what Ace got to say and let's see how this develops.
I like rivers. I like rivers. Sailboats, fishermen, skinny dipping swimmers. Kids turning rocks over, catching little critters. Eagle in a pine tree, eyeballing dinner. My uncle used to cut school to hit the Susquehanna. Kept himself a rod and really hid up in a bramble. The school took attendance, it was quiet as a mouse. He was at the river pulling out a giant by its mouth. A river in the daylight.
Nice, nice. I like it. Funny way to start. I like rivers. I like rivers. Just jumping in from there. But it sets up what we'll be talking about. I read a little bit about this track just through Ace's social media or whatever. I think something was saying this kind of discusses how water and rivers have helped technology advance over time, what part they have played in that, and everything along those lines. So let's see where it goes.
Uncle used to cut school to hit the Susquehanna. Kept himself a rod and really hid up in a bramble. The school took attendance, it was quiet.
I like that. Rod and reel fits well together, the two R sounds, and obviously you got to have a reel and a rod, or else you just gonna be swinging a stick or swinging a string. So there's also a spot called Rod and Reel I used to go to as a kid when I would go like fishing with my granddad.
Pine tree, eyeballing dinner. My uncle used to cut school to hit the Susquehanna. Kept himself a rod and really hid up in a bramble. The school took attendance, it was quiet as a mouse. He was at the river pulling out a giant by its mouth. A river in the daylight is energy and life. A river in the dark can be a genuine surprise. You might find some lovers getting cozy on a shore, or a cold-blooded psychopath disposing of a corpse, sitting by the Hudson.
Damn, it's a very interesting pacing to this track. Part of me is wondering if it's not even in a fixed meter, or maybe that's not the right word for it, but I guess what I'm trying to say is a fixed tempo. It feels like there's points at which we're getting like a slight shift that it doesn't feel like we're just, like maybe missing a beat and then coming back in. It almost feels like it's just a slight change. I'm not sure exactly, because there's also a good amount of syncopation hitting on those upbeats, and there's a lot more emphasis on the upbeats, it seems, with this track so far. but it's got a good feel to it. But there's just something that I can't quite put my finger on yet.
Dark can be a genuine surprise. You might find some lovers getting cozy on a shore over cold-blooded psychopath.
And I like that flip of a river in the light is energy and life. A river in the dark, it might be a surprise, or whatever exact line he uses there.
The daylight is energy and life. A river in the dark can be a genuine surprise. You might find some lovers getting cozy.
Can be a genuine surprise.
You might find some lovers getting cozy on a shore over cold-blooded psychopath disposing of a corpse. Sitting by the Hudson River talking to a ghost. I wish that we could rock a beat and smoke vanilla tones. I miss the way you rhyme and how you never had a clone. Ain't a motherfucker living that could ever crack the code. I like rivers, I like rivers. Freight ships passing through old drawbridges. It looks so cool when you catch it from a distance. A little.
Yeah, like right there. There's some spots where the track has got some good structure to it and everything, but it is pretty calm and cool in the background, not really jumping out at us. And almost gives me an idea that, like, maybe the tempo or whatever really isn't that important. The track is here to support Ace and kind of just create a little something for him to stand on. And then we have him as the main focus of what's going on here.
I like rivers, I like rivers. Freight ships passing through old drawbridges. It looks so cool when you catch it from a distance. A little less cool when you're stuck inside your Civic. I wonder what could possibly.
Ooh, looking from a distance, a little less cool when you stuck inside your Civic. It's also, I feel like he's kind of leaving behind like the bending of the words, and it doesn't feel like we're getting a lot of rhymes in this either, which I'm not mad at because the delivery works very well and the sounds fit nicely together, but I don't think they necessarily rhyme, at least a decent portion of of what we've heard so far.
Civic. I wonder what could possibly be lurking on the bottom. I look into the water and imagine all the options. A fish we never knew about, some rusty.
Yeah, like bottom options. It's almost like he's picking words with a similar shape to them, where you have like those two O's in bottom, those two O's in options, or something along those lines, maybe.
Jalopy, the murder weapon used to catch the eighth dimension body. I seen a beaver chilling by the bank of the Willamette. We gazed upon each other, undeniably enchanted. A wave of telepathic information through the filter. It said, when I go to heaven, I want you to have the river. He also said the others had agreed that I was chosen. Just don't mention it in front of them. It's gloating, it's for no one. I'm pretty sure you don't have the authority to say this, but thank you, I accept. I'll have my lawyer draft the papers. I like rivers, I like rivers.
That's great. And obviously some rhymes are coming back through. He's not just gonna not rhyme the whole time. But very fresh feeling. It's nice. It's a little bit of a lighter, more like I said, a little bit more calm, a little bit more cool Ace, almost like smooth jazz in a way, especially with the trumpets and or at least whatever horns that are on this track.
I like rivers, I like rivers. Hard to put a price on water for the village. I jumped into the Amazon to launder all my atoms. The chow prior had me spilling coffee on the captain. My heart is in the East River, floating on a frisbee that came in from the Long Island Sound, a sojourn in a city. It's not the kind of water where you throw a triple Lindy if you get.
Yeah, every once in a while there's this like slight pause and stutter in the beat where we get, it almost sounds like a reverse, like where it kind of rises up. Another one just came.
Floating on a frisbee that came in from the Long Island Sound, a sojourn in a city. It's not the kind of water where you throw a triple.
It's very slight. It comes very quick. It's a great addition to the track.
Water where you throw a triple Lindy. If you get some on your skin, they probably.
Oh, shout out Triple Lindy, man. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Somebody remind me, what's that movie called in the comments, man?
Water where you throw a triple Lindy. If you get some on your skin, they probably notify your siblings. I picture a scenario where someone's held me captive and escaped.
Honestly, living near the Chesapeake Bay, yeah, dog. If you get some of that on your skin, they gotta they or the like the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, like you gotta call your family, man. You might be growing a new arm by the time you get home.
Notify your siblings. I picture a scenario where someone's held me captive. An escape would mean to build a raft and navigate some rapids. I wonder if my training from the school of TV magic would beget some makeshift watercraft that may go for Damascus. In practice, I have no desire to get into the water. I like to know it's there in the event I ever wanna. Waterfalls, tributaries, Lichtenberg figures, twilight fireflies. I like rivers.
I really like this constant comeback to I like rivers, especially from coming from someone like Ace, where normally his tracks are, and this track is no different. There's a lot buried in here that I'm sure I've missed. I'll be going back and listening to this on my own. But point being, just I like rivers. I like rivers. It's a very simple line. It's almost, childlike in a way. It's just very face value. I like the rivers. And the repetition of it works well with the track. It's nice to come back to. It's almost like a very tiny bridge, or I guess it could be a hook since it does come back the same way generally. But just a very small little reprieve for him to repeat something, remind us of why we're here, and then keep going back into the verse. Interesting. Yeah. I like it a lot. Something I gotta listen to more. I gotta live with this one a little bit longer. Mindful solutionism definitely just like got me right away. This one is fantastic. Gonna need to digest it though. But that was By the River by Aesop Rock. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, I'm super excited for it's to come out soon, like believing in November. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below if you're excited for it's as well. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang. Leave me some suggestions, and I will catch you all next time.